there are many right now watching around the world, as well as listening on radio, who feel like or who are in a survival mode. They're just surviving. They're in a survival mode. Everywhere they look, it's just those struggles. Could you please just give them an advice?
Absolutely, yeah. That was my life. As a street kid, I always thought, how do I have the next day? How do I survive the next hour? When I was living at home, I was wondering, when my dad comes home, what's gonna be like? That all my life was based on what's the next hour. But I think the more opportunities opened, the more I began to see that I had a potential. The more I began to say, wait a minute. I was in 8th grade or in primary 7. So now I began to say, I think I can go to high school at least. So I began to really extend my goals, explore higher than who I was. And that really helped me to achieve those goals because I knew I was better. I knew that I was given opportunities to do better than what I thought. So every moment, every time I overcame a hurdle, I set my goals a little bit higher. So I would say, we've all gone through trauma. And I believe, especially right now, that as you struggle to say, I cannot send my kids to school, but what do I do? But to really think through and say, I think God has worked for me these years. He's not gonna let me down now. And to stay faithful and do what He's done. But also what I've done is to rejoice on the past, to rejoice on the small hurdles I get to do, because they really helped me to see if I can walk journey last year, then I really believe I can do the next year in some way. So by looking back, and I love what the Bible says, like, remember what I did for your forefathers. For me, I use it, remember what I did for you, Peter. So when I'm in a doubt mode or I'm feeling, man, I cannot do it or there's no way out, to always remember, but He's worked for me before. He's not gonna let me fail now. Yes, it's gonna be hard. Yes, I can't see it, but I have faith that He will carry me through because He's done it over and over and over again. I think that is a glimpse of, sometimes we focus so much on the future that we fail to rejoice on the small things He's done for you today. And I think for me, that has helped me to rejoice for today, because that helps me to know that today's blessings are gonna come another time. No, I don't know when, I don't know what time, but I think the more I rejoice, the more I'm content.